back to Enchanted Insights. I'm Victoria Love. Thanks so much for being here today. So for today's reading, I'm going to do a quick update on Naya Rivera. As some of you know, she's been missing for a few days now. She's an actress from Glee who took a trip on a lake with her and her 4-year-old son, and her son was found sleeping on the boat and she was nowhere to be found. And police have been searching the lake in the area at this point to see if they can recover her body, because at this point they presume that she's deceased, that she has passed away as a result of being in the water. You know, a lot of people had been speculating about what happened. You know, did she kill herself? Was there some sort of foul play? You know, what happened to Naya? For me personally, when I did the first reading in reference to this, I did not sense any sort of foul play. I feel like there was some sort of accident where she perhaps slipped and maybe caused some trauma to her head in some way, or something happened where she just was either unconscious or couldn't regain control of her body. And it was just a freak accident, nothing more. I believe it just happened so quickly, so fast. There was nothing she could do. I don't even know if her son knew or was aware of what was happening. And I feel as though she lost her life. I feel like she's still earthbound. She has not crossed over. I can still sense her energy. I sense confusion. I sense sadness when I tap into her energy. I sense a lot of just uncertainty and just worry. I believe she's worried a lot for her family. I sense strongly that her mother especially is worried sick. And I feel Naya is also sad for her son. Like that was her baby. That was her love. I keep hearing her say, like, Josie Bear. I'm not sure if that was a nickname that she said for her son, but I keep hearing something like Sweet Josie or Josie Bear or something like that. So for today, I'm just going to ask Spirit, you know, is Naya still alive? Is she still alive? Will be my first question. I have a few more questions that I wrote down. So we'll start with, is Naya still alive, Spirit? What do we have? Is Naya still alive? What do we have, Spirit? I also feel like in some ways I don't believe she wants her body to be found. You know, being in the water for so long, being in that condition, you know, just appearance-wise, I don't think that's something she wants her family to see. And I think she wants to bring healing to her family. But I also feel like she just doesn't want to see them in that condition. So, Spirit, is Naya still alive? Please show us if Naya is still alive. The Moon reverse. 3 of Swords. Oh, that wants to come out. I'm going to just let that come out. Wow, all these reversals. I don't normally read reversals, so I see this as being she's no longer alive. With the Moon here card in reverse, you know, to some people there's the illusion that she's still here, you know, someone took her, something like that. I don't think that is the case at all. You know, the Moon is just about the renewal. It's also about seeing past the illusion, and this is not an illusion. This is real. This is what happened. We have the 3 of Swords here, which indicates that she especially is just heartbroken. She's heartbroken that she's not here in the spiritual form and that physical form, and that she's not able to be here with her son. And then with the Knight of Swords here, that indicates to me See, we have the moon. Sorry, guys. We have the moon, Three of Swords, and we have the Knight of Swords. So, like I said, this is an illusion. She is not with us anymore. This situation happened very fast. The Knight of Swords is something, it happens quickly. It comes through quickly, you know, not really able to, sometimes the Knight of Swords can also indicate some sort of drama. So this, I will say this has created some sort of drama and just uncertainty and, you know, a heartbreak for a lot of people, but this is not an illusion. This is not something that isn't what it seemed. This is what happened. There was an accident that happened and she lost her life. Like, there's no other way to say it. There's no way around it. This is just a tragedy, a tragic situation. I do believe, as I mentioned in my first video, that I think someone else or maybe a few other people, I see one person. I mainly see one person that I think was supposed to be there with her when she went on this boat, but for whatever reason, it was just her and her son. And I sense she just needed to get away. She just needed, you know, the energy of the water and that experience and just being out there to really cleanse her. But, you know, an accident happened, and this is no illusion. This is just what it is. My next question, was it an accident? And again, I feel as though it is an accident. Okay, let's ask Spirit now. Does she want her body to be found? Does she want her body to be found? Oh my goodness. We have things of the past. I almost feel like no. Like, let me go. Six of Cups is, you know, the nostalgia, childhood memories. We have the Five of Wands. There's a lot of conflicts going on. I think some people really, you know what I just heard, like with her family, I think some of her family members want to have closure and find her body and let that be peace. But I think there's other family members who are like, no, she's no longer with us. We need to find a way to heal and move forward because she's not coming back. She's not coming back. Things of the past, Five of Swords. We have the Page of Wands, and we also have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I really feel as though she just wants people to not be in conflict, to in some ways just move on. I hate to say it that way, but that's what I'm sensing, like to just find a way to heal and to move on. You know, when I look at this moon in this card, if you can see, the moon is almost looks a little sad, like, and I feel like this could be her. Like, I think, you know, she's saddened that she's not still here in earthly form, but her spirit, not only does her spirit have to walk away from earth so she can transition, she can cross over, but, you know, her family needs to come to a place of healing and acceptance. And it's so unfortunate that her life has ended in this way. Like, I just feel like it just happened so fast. There was nothing that could be done. Nothing that could have been done. It just happened so quickly. I just feel like it's just time in some ways to find peace and move on, to not be in conflict. There's probably some arguments or something going on with the family where people are just not in the best space, perhaps. And I really feel drawn to her mother. I just feel such a heavy-heartedness when I think of her mom, especially because she doesn't know what happened to her baby. I think her mom is one who just wants to find her baby and have closure. And I feel like maybe some of her other family members are just thinking, no, like, we might not ever find her body, and you kind of need to realize that now for your own peace of mind and your own state of mind. Oh, goodness gracious, such heavy energy. The next question I have is, I said, how is her family and everything doing? I think that kind of ties into what I just said. Let's see, what's next? What's next for her family? What's next for her family and this investigation? What's next for her family? 8 of Pentacles. I think they're just going to... Let's see what else comes out. Let me get 2 more. Whoop. We have Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands, I'm sorry, and then the 4 of Cups. So I see this as being, I think with the investigation, they're working very hard, and I think her family knows they're working very hard to really piece together what happened to Naya, what happened on that water. You know, they're really working diligently to figure this out, and I think at some point, I heard 3. At some point, there is going to be some sort of breakthrough in the case. Maybe they do find her, or maybe they find some sort of evidence or indication that can more clearly tie into what happened to her. There's some sort of breakthrough that's going to come in as this investigation continues to work through. I think the family is praying and hoping that some new information comes in, and it is going to come in. There's some breakthrough, some information that's going to come through soon. And then we have the Queen of Wands and the 4 of Cups. So this tells me that, you know, for some of her family member and some of her friends, you know, it's really just going to be difficult for them to come out of this from an emotional standpoint. They kind of want to be to themselves, you know. Emotionally, they feel a little bit withdrawn. You know, their confidence could be in some ways shattered or shifted because of what happened to Naya. And, you know, they're just unsure what to do. Maybe it's as a result of this breakthrough that comes into the case, or maybe just as time goes on, they're just, you know, they're just not going to have the focus and that focused mindset that they once had. Yeah, I just see a lot of her loved ones having a very difficult time understanding this, and their confidence has really taken a hit, you know, especially those who are very, very social and vocal about certain things, at least on social media. I feel like they're going to be withdrawn and quiet when it comes to anything they do, specifically in reference to Naya. I think there's just sadness, a lot of sadness, I feel. Spirit, what else can you tell me? What's ahead? What's ahead? Tower. Woo. We have the Tower card and the World card. So I strongly believe that there's a transition. Eventually Naya is going to transition. She's still earthbound right now, but whatever comes out in the future, yeah, we have the Fool on the bottom, you know. Obviously, you know, when any situation like this happens, it's always difficult for family, it's always difficult for friends, but we need to understand that eventually we are all going to die. We are all going to leave this earth in one way or another. We're not meant to stay here forever. We're here to have this earthly existence and this earthly experience, and then we transition to the next lifetime. And unfortunately, Naya's life was cut short. You know, things shifted unexpectedly, especially with this tower here. This happened suddenly. No one could have ever anticipated something like this happening, and this is why it's so tragic. But I also feel in some ways with this world card here, it was almost destiny or fate in some way. And I hate to say it that way, but sometimes things happen that are just out of our control. And I really do feel like this is that situation. Nothing anyone could say or do could prevent this from happening. And you know, her spirit has to go on to the next cycle and the next journey, and that's in spiritual form. So yeah, with that, I'm going to end there and just really say that I am continuing to pray for her family, continuing to pray for her son and all her loved ones. I ask that everyone do the same. Send light, send love, send healing, especially to her son and especially to her mother. My heart aches so bad for her mom. Her mom is worried sick. I'm surprised, you know, the Nine of Swords didn't come out. Like, she's just worried sick for her daughter and just trying to understand and piece together what happened. So let's just send an abundance of energy their way, so they can have peace in their mind, and peace as they go forward. I definitely see some breakthrough information coming into this case very soon to help heal the people and the loved ones around her. So I thank you so much for watching. Until next time, guys, take care.